All right, so just wrapped up a great day of work wearing the new flat step work boots that we've developed down here in León, Mexico over the last couple months. I mean, I pretty much single-handedly built an apartment building, so that tells you how good these boots are. If you want to see the difference between these boots that we've been working on and conventional boots, the way you'll buy them and see them with most other brands, we're going to go over that real quick. I think you can notice right away that the flat step work boots that we made are wide enough to where your toes aren't squished together and constricted in the front, right? That kind of is self-explanatory when you look at it. That's the first difference. The second difference that you're going to notice when you see these boots right away is that rather than the conventional style where there's more material under the heel and it slopes your foot forward, you'll see that these boots have a completely flat sole, so your foot sits parallel to the ground the way it's designed to be when your foot's just walking around butt naked on the ground, no shoe. So the idea there is that, you know, since your foot is designed such that it's got, you know, almost 30 muscles, it's got these toes that are meant to spread out and grip the ground. It's good when you can wear a boot that actually lets your toes spread out like this boot, and it's good when you can have a boot that lets your foot sit flat. And the unfortunate thing right now that, you know, is the reason we're working on these boots is in the last, you know, 5-10 years, you're seeing all the time more brands of shoes for running, hiking, working out that take this into account, that let your foot sit flat as it's naturally meant to be and let your toes spread out. There are still woefully few options for actual protective work boots that you could wear at a job site. So that's what we're hoping to do with the flat step work boots. We want to give you a boot that you can wear 8, 10, 12 hours a day at a job site. You don't have to have your toes squished together. You can have your toes spread out and you can sit flat just like you're naturally, like your foot is meant to be. And you can be protected from things falling and banging your feet. So that's what we're working on with the flat step work boots here. We want to give workers a boot that is better for their feet but also provides protection. And if you're interested in something like this, or you have to wear a hard toe work boot at your job, or you're interested in a soft toe version, because we're going to have both just for hiking or wearing around, but you know, you want something that looks as awesome as this boot, we're going to be releasing these in August. They're going to be available for pre-sale on Indiegogo. We're doing a crowdfunding campaign where we're hoping to raise the funds to get the injection molds to mass produce the toe caps that go in these, so that people who have to wear protective footwear for their jobs can have a reliable option that they can always buy to be protected and not compromise their foot's health by squishing them into a weird unfoot-shaped boot. So be on the lookout for those. In the meantime, before we even invest in those molds, we have found a way to 3D print with a super tough plastic that we'll show you that in another video. But you know, obviously we want to be able to make, you know, hundreds or millions of these boots. So that's why we need the molds, so you can make the 3D casks more than a few at a time and for less of a cost per pair than what you need for 3D printing them. So in the meantime, 3D printing will work, but that's why we're doing the crowdfunding campaign. And so, you know, if enough people are feeling this design and feeling this boot and need something like this in their lives, those are the people we're trying to help. So be sure to check that out in August.